Hello, let's solve the next set of problems. Look at the problem number 7. On
Mhm. His apartment and washed a load of laundry. If Zach vacuums his apartment every fifth day and washes a load of laundry every second day, then on what day of December will Zach do both on the same day for the third time that month?
Do you understand question? Can you can you read it again slowly? And everyone, please read a question and see if you can answer that. Okay, hope you got your answer. Do you know how to do it?
Mm, Sorry. So it, um, you might as well notice that if Zach washes a load of laundry every second day, and since December 1st is the first second day, you just add 2, which is 3, 4, 3, 5, 7, which is a list of odd numbers. And Zach vacuums his apartment every day. So since December 1st is the first fifth day, then it will go for first, 6, 11, and so on. So every every day that he vacuums his apartment, uh, that is an odd number. The day that is an odd number, then that is the day that he washes a load of laundry and vacuums his apartment.
Okay, that's good. To recap, Zach does laundry on every
Every
fifth day.
fifth,
That would be 1, 6, 11, 16, 21, 26, and 31. And he does vacuum on every other day, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 27, 29, and 31. If you see, the overlapping days on that is 1, 11, 21, and 31. And
for now. In
third third day that the overlap happens is on 21st. So also another way to look at it is Zag is go. You can see that all the odd number of days that Zag is doing his laundry will overlap with the day he's vacuuming. All right, let's go to the next one. Answer was
20.
24. Okay.
Penny can paint 4 figurines in 1 hour. If Penny always takes the same amount of time to paint a figurine, then how long in minutes will it take a Penny to paint 7 figurines?
Okay, now pause the video, take a time, figure out if you can answer this question and come back.
So Penny can paint 4 figurines in 1 hour. Now, what does that tell us? That tells us that she can paint 1 figurine in some amount of minutes. So, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So, 16 divided by 4 equals 15. So, Penny can paint 1 figurine in 15 minutes. So, now we but that is not, and since that is not the question, it says, will it take, the question is, will it, in minutes, how long will it take for Penny to paint 7 figurines? So we just uh, uh, multiply 7 and 15, which results with 105.
Okay, that is a good way to get the answer, but there is also a little bit easier way where you don't have to do such a big multiplication. So this is how you do it. Penny can paint 4 figurines in 1 hour. That is correct. And you also found out that it means that it takes Penny 15 minutes to paint one figurine. But then you can also say that the question is like how long it will take to paint 7 figurines. So how about we first find how long it takes to paint 8 figurines, because which is easier, which is just double of
Hours.
2 hours. So it will take double of 1 hour. So it will take 120 minutes. And you figured out that it takes 15 minutes for one figuring. So just 120 minus 15, which is 120 minus 15, which is 105. So you can just think of another way to find the answer without doing more calculation. But the answer is correct, 105. So let's go to ninth one.
Priyana, I wrote down a list of positive whole numbers. The numbers in Priyana's list were 57, 87, 91, 97, 111, and 143. A prime number is a number that is only evenly divisible by sum and 1. How many numbers in Priyana's list were prime?
Okay, now take a time, see if you can figure out answer and come back. Okay, let's go.
So the first number in Priyana's list, 57, is a prime number. Is a prime. So first we can start by seeing if it's divisible by 2. So one way to figure out if it's divisible by 3 or not is that we can add 5 and 7 together. 5 and 7 result in 12. And 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3, which lets you know that it is divisible by 2. And 87.
Okay, 87 is also same. What about 91?
So 91 results in 10, and it's 1. But as you might as well remember, 97 is 13 times 7, 91 is 13 times 1. I mean,
7. Okay,
so
good.
it
It's not a prime. What about 97? Okay, how about we 97 is neither divisible by 3 or 13, 17, anything. So we'll come back to 97. What about 111?
1 plus 1 plus 1, as you probably know, result in 3. So it is definitely a composite number.
What about 143? Too hard to tell. Okay. So there are couple of numbers from this that like we were not able to figure out if they are prime or not. So so the numbers were 97 and 143. So let's see if there is a better way to find out if the numbers are prime or not. So always try with the simple methods that if the number is even, obviously it is not a prime. It's very easy to find out if number is divisible by 3 or not. You just add them, and if the addition is divisible by 12, then if addition is divisible by 3, then it is not a prime. But a correct way to find out if any given number is a prime or not is you will need to know the concept of square and square roots. So the number that we were not able to figure out just by looking at them if they are prime or not was were 97
And
and 143, right? So 97, any number to find if they are prime or not, like try to find out square root of that number, square root of that number that is and a square root of that number which is like a whole number, so it can be a little bit bigger than the square of that number will be bigger than 97. So here we know that the 10 square is 100, so which is just above 97. And here we know that 11 square is 1. So let's take 12, because 12 square is 144, which is just above 144. So now we 143. So now we need to figure out if there are any prime numbers below 10 which can multiply to become 97. So we know it is 2 is not factor of 97 because it's ending with 7. 3 is not factor. 4 is also not factor. 5 is also not factor because for 5 it has to be 0 or 5. The number needs to end with 0 and 5. 7, let's try to divide by 7. 7 ones are 7. It doesn't divide 27. So 7 is not, neither is, and I think there are no more prime numbers left. So 97 is definitely a prime. Don't worry if you don't understand about this too much. It is a difficult concept to understand prime, but as we go along and keep doing this again and again, we'll understand more. Let's go to the next number, 143. And we figure out that 12, the square of 12 is just above 143. So we can try figuring out with numbers, prime numbers between 1 to 12. Um, the 3 test failed, so this is not divisible by 3 because addition is not divisible by 3. It's not 2, 4. It's not 5 because ending with 3. Let's say 7. 7 twos are 14, so it's, and then 3, it's not divisible by 7. Then the last prime between a 7 and 12 is 11. Let's see if it is divisible by 11. 11 ones are 11 and 11 threes are 33. So this is divisible by 11. So this is not prime. That leaves us just that leaves us just one number, one prime number, that is 97. All right. Let's go to the next problem. Yeah, the answer is C.
Rectangle is of 12 and a height of 8. But from below, a triangle is shaded in the rectangle, and the corners of the triangle are a corner of the rectangle and the middle points of two sides of the rectangle. What is the area of the shaded triangle?
Okay, pause it here and see if you can find the answer and come back. Okay, so now we have been given a rectangle and we have been given length and breadth or width and height, which is 12 and 8. So, do you know what is the area of rectangle? How to calculate area of rectangle?
Times height or length times breadth.
Okay, that's correct. Width times height or length into breadth. And do you know if that rectangle we make into a rectangular triangle by making a diagonal here? Would you be able to tell me what is the area of that rectangular triangle?
Yeah, because the rectangular triangle, also known as a right angle triangle. So the triangle will it's half of the area of the rectangle, the original rectangle, because it is exactly half of the shape, the
Oh,
triangle shape is
okay.
half of the
Correct.
actual.
So our formula is half into length into breadth, or in our case, half of width into height. So that would have been a area of half of the rectangle or the rectangular triangle.
But as you can see, the triangle right here isn't half of the rectangle.
Right. But do we know the dimensions of its length and breadth? Or do you know dimensions of its sides, which are at rectangular angle, which are at 90-degree angle to each other?
Yeah, kind of. So
So what is this? What is this side?
it's 12, and then it says uh, the triangle, uh, the point. So the sides go until the middle points of the two sides of the
Yeah,
rectangle. So one side of the triangle is
12. Yes, so 12, so it will be 6. And the other side will be
4.
4. And the area will be
E,
half into
uh, 4. 4 into uh, 6.
okay.
So
So
4 into 6 is 24. So that is the area of the shaded triangle. I think
half of it, right? It's a triangle. Half into 6 into 4.
so. 24 divided by 2 again is 12.
Yes. All right. Which is big. Good. So that takes us to the most difficult question. So what is the remainder of 5 into 15 into 25 into 35? Just which is divided by 11. So take some time, see if you can figure out, and then come back. All right. So don't worry about this one too much if it is too hard, if you don't understand, because this is one of the most difficult questions we faced so far. Time taking. Okay. All right. So let's try to solve it here. We have to, it from looks of it, it looks like we have to multiply all these numbers and then divide by 11 and try to find what is the remainder. So you can certainly do that. Like you can spend some time doing this multiplication 35 into 25, find what is the answer of that, then multiply it by 15 and then multiply it by 5 and try to divide by 11. But there is another way to do this is being able to figure out how to separate these numbers such a way that they are expressed in the multiple of 11 because we are trying to divide it by 11. So if we are dividing 5 by 11, there is it cannot be divided by 11, so the remainder is going to be 5. So we do this like 5 plus, how about 15? Can we separate 15 in as a sum of 11 plus something? 11 plus 4. Yes. 11 plus 4. We're taking it out. Sorry, this would be multiplication. And so on and so forth. Into what about this one? And so 25 can be into uh, uh 22 plus Yes. 4 again. 22. Plus 11 plus 4. No, it's not plus 4, right? 11 twos are 22. 22 plus 3. So it becomes 3. So it is 11 into 2 plus 3. 11 into 2 plus 3 plus 3. And our next computation becomes 35. 11 into 3 plus 3 plus 2. This becomes 2. So you can see that 15, 25, and 35 they're all expressed in terms of multiplication of 11 plus remainder. So now we can stop thinking about the part of this which is already multiplication of 11 and just think about the remainders as a part of our question product. Here we remove the 11 multiples and we do 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 and 5 into 3. So this numbers comes up to be 120. And then you just try to divide 120 by 11 and find out what is the remainder. How do you divide 120 by 11? 11 how much are? 11 one right. 11 ones are 11 tens are 11 tens are 11 tens are 110. So the remainder is so the remainder is 10. Remainder is 10. So that is how you do it. I know this one was hard, but this is something that you will learn and understand as you get along. All right. Thank you for watching and please practice math. Bye.